Onwards. I wasn't even I'm so sorry, I wasn't even looking. I was drifting across the lanes and all sorts of shit. Go on, mate. You'll be cool, mate. You'll be faster than me. That's probably Mr. Snetterton, judging by his lines. Jesus. Is anyone in this box? No. Look at this. Damn it, second for the difficult corner.
Roll it.
Hey. Holy shit. Okay. So I just go down here. Do you reckon? Do you reckon that's there's probably no parking down it? I'm gonna follow that man.
I'm gonna turn.
So this is way busier than Castle Combe.
This is a little bit busy. People have been camping here overnight.
Yeah. You can camp here overnight. Wow, it's tightly packed, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't think we're gonna get a garage.
No, I'm not really bothered about that because I'm not at the skill level where I think a garage is going to be like, oh yeah, I need a garage. So where are we going then? Should we go there?
Where?
There.
Yeah, why not?
That's good enough, isn't it?
Yeah.
Am I going to encroach on him too much there?
No.
So welcome to my second track day, this time at Snetterton. It went really well for the most part. We did have a few issues, braking issues, we had some tyre issues, and we had some falling off issues. In this video, we're going to take a look at day one at Snetterton. We also were here day two, and I was there on the evening session. Something I will say about Snetterton as opposed to Castle Combe, which is the only other track they've done. Snetterton seemed much faster. When I was queuing up for sign-on, I was next to someone who mentioned that they were the mum of a BSB rider. I couldn't remember their name, but they were in the BSB and they were there for the test day that day. So there was a lot of really competent riders, and what she had mentioned was that the advanced group had filled up really quickly, and naturally people had gone to inters and to novice. I think this is just a thing with track days in the UK. It's not something obviously I'm familiar with, not having done many, but I think that there is just a massive disparity in speed. You'll see in the upcoming video there's some people that aren't riding that quick, and then there's some people that are riding really, really quick, and some really fantastic riders. Obviously the knock-on effect of that is that you get such a difference in speed that someone's doing 40 miles an hour and someone's doing 140, and there's an inherent sort of risk, I guess, with that. There was a lot of offs. When I had my whoopsie, I was the 5th or 4th of the day, and it wasn't even 11 AM, so there was a fair few offs, unfortunately. But I think on the second day, we had sort of 10 or 12 offs. Every session that I was in on the first day, barring one, was red flagged. I don't think it's clear on video, but they were all ended quickly, and they were red flagged, unfortunately. Overall, I had a fantastic time. The marshals at Snetterton are just the best people. They're so nice, and everyone actually on the track day was really, really nice. I made a few friends. I've got some contact information of people I'm going to reach out with so we can do track days again together. And as a whole, I had a fantastic time. I had some anxiety going into it. Just about my legs. I've got muscular dystrophy. It's on my channel, but I don't sort of talk about it too much. But I have a rare form of muscular dystrophy where I've got not much strength in my legs. So body position for me is something I really struggle with. I'm getting better and I'm improving on it, but I have to come about it a different way than most people because I just don't have the strength in my legs. And the most important thing is I had a really good time. So enjoy this video.
Pit lane, the checkered flag is out for the end of this session. Next up will be the novice group. So all those in the novice group start heading to pit lane. Thank you.
So one thing I want to mention on this track day is that it was just me and one other person that weren't running tyre warmers. So everyone else in the novice group were running tyre warmers. The second day I was actually the only person not running tyre warmers. Not sure why there were so many tyre warmers on this track day. I think it was just a case of people wanted to make sure they got the most out of their laps, which is absolutely fine. But it was just me and one other guy that weren't running tyre warmers, which is why I'm a little bit nervous at the start, whilst everyone else seems to be running at nearly full pace. Another thing to note is on the tyre front is that my tyres are quite old. I'll touch on this a little bit more later, but my tyres are 7 years old and they've been sitting in my shed for a long time, going through heat cycles, and they aren't the best. So yes. So the first session for novices was actually split into two groups, each one receiving 2 sighting laps. Unfortunately, the person leading the group at the moment, as you can see, is a little bit slower than the person instructing on the sighting lap. So I wasn't able to see any lines or anything, and this is my first time at Snetterton, which is a bit of a shame really, because it would be nice to see the proper lines to follow. Unfortunately, the pace doesn't really increase and we end up losing the rest of the pack, and there's not a lot of heat in our tyres. You can also see here I'm fiddling with my brake span adjuster, and that's because I'm not getting a lot of braking. I haven't got a lot of feel and there's not a lot of pressure there, which is slightly concerning. So as you can see, I've still got the classic issue of not quite as much power as the 1000ccs on a lot of the straights. I'm catching this chap in front on his MT10 in most of the corners, but I'm not quite confident enough to take him on the inside before corner entry yet. Later on in the sessions I do tend to pick up a bit more confidence, but it is knocked in my next session by an unfortunate event, so keep watching. Now, I don't know if you saw it just on the left there, but it is the checkered flag. Unfortunately, it's also a red flag, so the session was over quicker than it should have been, but still a really good first session out and had a really good time. So, first session's done. We had some slight brake teething problems. Went back to the bar on like the first corner, so not quite sure what's going on there. I've cleaned the discs off, I've given the calipers a clean, and I've adjusted the span, and we'll see what it's like. I just took it around the pit, and it'll endo and stuff, so I'm assuming it's okay now, but so it was. We went out in two groups. Novice went out in two groups, and the leader of the second group was a little bit slower than perhaps we'd like for a sighting lap. It felt a little bit. First corner, the tyres were very cold still. It was more of a ride to Starbucks rather than a ride around the track, but there we go. We'll see what the second session brings. So I think the first question for everyone is what happened? Too fast, too cold the tyres is part of the story. The other side of it is that the tyres are really old. They're about, I can't remember if they're 7 or 8 years old, but they were old. And I had been warned not to run them by some quite experienced people, but I did because I thought they'd be fine. I'd done a session at Castle Combe. I knew that they were quick enough for me, and I thought that my riding wouldn't cause them to have any issues, basically. And overconfidence maybe, or underconfidence in my abilities, where I thought that the tyres would be fine for me. They weren't. There was also some issues with the setup of my suspension, so my rebound was really low and my preload was quite low, which, talking to the suspension guys on site the following day, they mentioned that, because I was trying to explain to them the issues I was having, and I was having a bit of front end chatter, and I was having an issue where I felt like after trail braking, once I'd let go of the front brake and the suspension was no longer loaded on the front and I was transitioning to throttle, I didn't have a lot of feeling. And they mentioned that that was because the rebound wasn't set high enough, so the front end was almost floating mid-corner. They explained it a lot better than I could, but that was obviously part of the issue. And the other thing is, I think I was riding with everyone else with tyre warmers, and subconsciously I think you start to get faster when the people you're riding with are a bit quicker, and I was probably too fast for myself, being that the tyres were cold. My body position wasn't great, which I mentioned earlier, and the sort of all of those together meant that I did have a slight whoopsie. Thankfully I was absolutely fine. The bike was fine, very minor damage. I didn't actually take any videos of the damage, but I have crash bungs on it. The crash bungs had a mark on them. The foot peg was scratched up, but they're aftermarket rear sets and they were fine. I went to the medical centre, I got everything checked out. The marshals were fantastic. They took the bike back for me. Everyone was really nice, and I was able to continue with my day, which I'm really appreciative of. Unfortunately, that did knock my confidence a bit, especially on that corner, and probably cost me a lot of, I'm not going to say time because it wasn't being timed, but it certainly cost me on that corner considerably over the next few sessions, because I was just so nervous about the front end slipping. And what I should have done is change the tyres before I went, and what I should have done after that crash is taken it straight to the suspension guys, who could have given me some insight on what I needed to do, but I didn't. I ran with the same tyres. I did go to see if I could buy some tyres off the on-site tyre guy, but he only had semi-slicks and slicks, both of which required warmers. When I asked him about my tyres and what he would suggest, he just said good luck. So I didn't have a lot of support in that instance. I did actually go on Facebook Marketplace and find myself some tyres later on that day, and we did a long trip to go get them, which I'll show you a little bit of. But yeah, it's just one of those things, and you live and you learn.
Yeah, that's it, yeah.
Exactly.
How are you, buddy? You alright?
Yeah, all good. Just cold tyres, I think.
Ah, fair enough, mate. Happens to them all, doesn't it?
Is that for Instagram stories, is it?
No, it's because I have to report everything.
No, you're absolutely fine.
You alright?
Oh, she's a lovely girl.
That's it, right. She's got the side stands down, mate. So.
Yeah, side stands down.
Yeah.
Yeah, all good.
So I've just picked a bit of shit off it. I don't know if you want to.
Sure.
Right to go on the track or not.
I just throw it in the grass, mate. Doesn't grow there anyway. Obviously, it does look rideable.
Yeah.
What I need to do if you are looking to go back out is pop see the medics, just get signed off and say that you've been seen, they're happy. So what I need to do, mate, is just take your wristband.
Yeah, of course.
And then, yeah, literally pop into them. They'll give you a quick look.
If I can get a run up, I'll be all right. Shannon. Yeah, if you just want to support him on the back, just in case I run out of energy.
Yeah.
We'll wait till he moves.
Yeah, we don't want to run him over.
Well,
Jump in front of the Ranger, they'll get you taken back.
Thank you, mate.
Cheers, buddy.
Thank you, guys.
no worries. We're in. Ta-da!
Woo!
Hey, first time.
No spillages, she's fine.
He's all right. He's in one bit.
That's the most important thing. How can I help?
Just the back end when she comes down. That's all.
Yeah.
Just support, give her a bit of support.
Yeah, she's alright. You okay? Sorry, that probably wasn't very nice for you, was it? Thank you very much, mate. I really appreciate that.
You're welcome.
You're a star. Hopefully I won't see you again today. No offence.
Again.
Yeah.
It's a good thing.
Right, so all that's happened is I've got a little mark on my brand new exhaust.
Okay.
It's a bit frustrating.
Rubbers did the job.
Yes, forks are good.
Okay.
We're good.
How'd that happen? No side? You okay?
I'm absolutely fine. I've caught my visor,
Okay.
but the helmet didn't go down. Your shoulder did. Come here. I'm so sorry. You're alright. Everything's fine. You're alright. I've got to go to the medical centre and be checked out.
Okay.
Crashes well, doesn't it? Fucking hell. She's golden to go again. Look, you can actually see.
Oh, that's what happened?
Yeah.